In this video, we are going to see how to tag subscriber in ConvertKit on refund of payment in Stripe. So here my objective is every time a user has applied for refund and the refund has been initiated on Stripe, which is a payment gateway, the same user which is there on ConvertKit, I just want to tag the subscriber like refund Stripe. Now how can that be done? For this we will have to integrate these two applications, and the same thing can be done using Pabbly Connect software. So here your trigger application will be Stripe and your action application will be ConvertKit. Now how can you do this yourself? Integrate and automate this entire process. To understand that, let me take you to my screen. To begin with the process, we are first going to type the URL pabbly.com/connect. And as we do that, here we have reached the landing page. On the right hand side, we have two options, sign in and sign up for free. So since I'm an existing user, I'm going to click on sign in. If you are a new user, please sign up. It is not going to take more than 2 minutes. Now here we have reached the all applications page, and these are the various products of Pabbly. I'm going to click on access now for Pabbly Connect. As we do that, you can see we have reached dashboard. Now on the right hand side, we have a tab, create workflow. Please click on this blue tab, and here a dialog box has appeared which is asking us to name this workflow. Now what is my objective here? My objective is that every time from Stripe there is a refund initiated for any particular product, then that particular user should be tagged as a Stripe refund subscriber in ConvertKit. So I'm going to name it as Stripe ConvertKit Integration. Now I'm going to click on create. As we do that, here we have reached another window which has got two extremely important modules. One here is trigger, another one is action. Now triggers and actions are basically those two principles or concepts on which this entire automation works. Trigger is when this happens, action says do this. Basically action here is the response of your trigger application. Now as per this integration, my trigger application here will be Stripe, which is a payment gateway. And now comes the trigger event. So this is the event that is going to make this workflow run, and here it would be new refund. Now here you can see that we have received a webhook URL which is going to act as a bridge for connecting Stripe and Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to copy this, and then we have to follow the following help desk. Please read this carefully. Let me show you what exactly we have to do. So I already have logged into my Stripe account. This is my Stripe account and I'm working in test mode here. Let's go to developers. Here we have to go to webhooks. Then on the right hand side you can see add endpoint. Let's click on this. Now here we have to paste the URL that we have just copied. If you wish to add a description, you can write it here. Now the version, so always go for latest API version. We have to select the events. So it is very well mentioned here that we have to choose charge refunded. So here I'm going to go for charge, and we have to go for charge refunded. Let's click on add events, add endpoint. So as we do that, here we can see that our webhook is all set. Now I'm going to take you back to Pabbly Connect. So here it is saying, now do a test submission so that the data can be recorded here in the webhook response. Which means that now if there is a payment which has been successful, we are going to apply for refund. So going back to Stripe, let's go to payments. So here we have to go to overview, and now you can see that these are the successful payments. So I'm going to click on the 3 dots over here. You can see refund payment. Let's click on this. Now here it is asking me the reason for refund. So let's say that it is requested by customer, and now I'm going to click on refund. As I do that, you can see that 500 rupees has been refunded. Now going back to Pabbly Connect, let's see if we have received the response, and yes, here it is. So what is the type? It is charge refunded. As I take you down, this here is the ID. Here is the data previous attributes receipt URL. Then as I take you down, here we have the Visa card details. So I'm going to again go down. Now this here is the customer ID. Here we have got the customer details. This here is the name. Then we have the email address. Here we have the entire address. Now you can see this is the amount that has been refunded. Now the amount originally it was 500 rupees, but here it is getting reflected as 50,000. Why? Because this payment gateway has a little glitch. It doesn't take decimal point into consideration. And that is it. Once we have received this information, now I want that the same user should be tagged as a Stripe refund subscriber in ConvertKit. So I'm going to choose my next action application here as ConvertKit. Let's click on this. And the action event here would be to tag a subscriber. Let's click on connect. So here Pabbly Connect is asking to connect itself with the ConvertKit account. So I'm going to select add new connection. Now to set up this connection, we need this API key and API secret. So I'm going to click on this hyperlink that has been given. So I already have logged into my ConvertKit account. So let's go to account setting. And here as I scroll down, here we have the option of advanced. Let's click on that. And now this here is the API key. So I'm going to copy this, go back to Pabbly Connect and paste this over here. Now for the API secret, here it is. Let's click on show, copy the same, go back to Pabbly Connect and paste this over here. Let's click on save to set up this connection. Now here we need the tag ID, email address and the first name of the person. So first of all, for the tag ID, as I click on this, so these are the various tags already created. Now let's say that you wish to create a new tag. So let me take you to my ConvertKit account. So this here is my ConvertKit account and here we are going to go to subscribers. So on the right hand side, you can see tags. So you can just create a tag by clicking on this tab. Okay, taking you back to Pabbly Connect, here I'm going to select refund stripe. Now we have to here map the email address of the person. How do we do that? So as I click on this, you can see the previous step and here we are going to look for the email address and yes, here it is. Now comes the first name. Now here we have received the information, but we have received the complete name of the person. So I'm going to split this information. How? Let's click on this action step. And here I'm going to choose a feature by Pabbly, which is text formatter. So let's click on this. And the action event here would be to split text. Let's click on connect. And here we are going to map the data. How? Again, let's click on this, go to step 1. And as I take you down, here is the name. Now again, the method with which I have added the information here is known as mapping, and this is important so that every time the workflow runs, it can take the new data into consideration. Had I written the same information manually, then even when my workflow was running for the nth time, it wouldn't have taken the new data. It would have taken the same name. And then my workflow wouldn't have been a success. Just to avoid that, we map the information. Next is the separator. So here I want to separate these two words and the separator is space. So how am I supposed to write it? Double curly braces, then space, again double curly braces. So it is very well mentioned here. Now which segment do I want? I want all. I'm going to click on save and send test request. And here you can see that I have received the information. Now I'm going to take you back to ConvertKit. Let's click on connection again and I'm going to go ahead with the existing connection. And now for the first name, let's click on this, go to step 2, here is the first name. Let's click on save and send test request. And as we do that, here you can see that we have received the information, which basically means that now this particular subscriber must be tagged. So let's go and check our ConvertKit account. So here we have demo user. Let's click on this and you can see that yes, there's a tag refund stripe, which has been attached with this user. So this basically means that our integration is a complete success. But we also need to check the same in real time. So I'm going to take you back to Stripe. And let's say this time here, this is the subscription that I want to get refund for. So I'm going to click on the 3 dots, go to refund payment. And what is the reason this time? It is fraudulent. So I'm going to click on refund. And yes, the refund has been initiated. Now what should happen? So this particular email address, new dummy 1234. So this user should be tagged. Going back to ConvertKit, let's go to grow subscribers. So these are the subscribers and yes, new dummy 1234. Let's click on this and yes, here you can see that there is a tag refund stripe. So this means that our integration is a complete success. Taking you back to Pabbly Connect, let's understand what we have done. So this is an extremely easy 2-step integration process where the trigger is Stripe, the event is new refund, and our action application here is ConvertKit, where the event is tag a subscriber. To split the name, we have used a feature by Pabbly, which is text formatter. I hope this is absolutely clear to you. If in case you have any doubt, you can refer to the workflow which is given in the video description. You can also clone the same and start to process immediately. Apart from this, if you have any specific integration to work on, you can always write to us. Not only this, but you can integrate multiple applications using Pabbly Connect software. To ask any of your query, you have to write at forum.pabbly.com. You can also visit our website, which is www.pabbly.com/connect. To get all the details about the latest updates, the integrations and applications, you can visit our Facebook group. If in case you have found this video helpful, then do not forget to share this with your friends and colleagues so that they can also get into automation and make their life easy. I'm going to see you very soon with different integrations and automations. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Take care of yourself.